March Madness 2021, my bracket is filled out. First four, that is tomorrow. Tournament. We've been waiting essentially 2 years to see March Madness happen after last year it being canceled due to COVID. Before I tell you my picks, I just want to first say Michigan State getting that 11 seed playing game as they'll play tomorrow at 10 p.m. against UCLA. The committee, I don't get it how they got placed as a pick-in game, and Syracuse got an 11, not able to do anything. I think the committee got seeded a lot of teams incorrectly. Sparty had 3 wins, 2 against the number 1, and then beat Michigan as the number 2 team in the country, and ended up getting a playing game. 1 seeds: Zaga, Baylor, Michigan, the Fighting Illini of Illinois. So with the first 4, Thursday, I have Michigan State beating UCLA. I like Wichita State over Drake. The 2-16 games, haven't really cared much because I don't have them beating a number 1 going into the round of 64. But we will start West. Gonzaga, the number 1 overall, undefeated coming to the tournament. I got them beating Norfolk State or Appalachian State, whoever they play. I like Oklahoma over Mizzou in that 8-9. Creighton, UC Santa Barbara. I'm taking the 12 over the 5. I like this 12-5 upset for Santa Barbara to take a win. Virginia 4, Ohio 13. I like this upset a lot. A 12-13 for the round of 32 with Ohio. Virginia got the okay to play. They had a positive COVID test, so they haven't played in a little bit. I just like Ohio, probably faster pace offense. I think they come away with this win. I like USC over the Wichita State or Drake 11 seed. Kansas over Eastern Washington. Oregon over VCU. And then the Iowa Hawkeyes over Grand Canyon. Going to the East, I like Michigan. LSU over St. Bonaventure's in the 8-9. Colorado over Georgetown. I know a lot of people like Georgetown after winning the Big East. Patrick Ewing's got his team playing very well. I just don't see it happening. With this upset, I like this 5. FSU over UNC Greensboro. I like Sparty. That's my team. I think if they beat UCLA, I think they'll beat BYU as an 11 over a 6. And then Texas against Abilene Christian. I like Maryland at the 10 to beat UConn. This is an interesting one because I like UConn as a team a lot. I think if UConn does beat Maryland, I think they have a chance to beat Alabama. But I'm going to take Maryland here. I'm a big Big Ten guy. I think the Big Ten has the strongest conference in college basketball. And I'll take Bama over Iona. Mikey's still here. He likes Iona. That's his team. You know? Patino. Do you think they have a shot? No, they don't. But, hey, Patino, they're back in the tournament. They're back. Even if it's a 15 seed, they are back. I take to the South. I like Baylor. I like Wisconsin over UNC. This is another game. I had UNC first. I think Wisconsin experience, their shooting is going to take them over the hump. I think experience in the tournament matters. UNC's been playing very good. The bigs have been playing very good defense, rebounding well. Their guards are shooting better, but they're still a young team. So I like Wisconsin as the 9 beating the 8. I think Winthrop as a 12 beats Villanova. I think with no Gillespie, this Villanova team is not good. They were playing really strong for the first half of the season. They kind of started going downhill, and then Gillespie, what was it? I think it was a meniscus. It was a knee injury. It might have been a meniscus injury. I think Winthrop takes this 12-5 upset. Purdue at number 4 over North Texas. I like Texas Tech, Chris Beard, and that program as a 6 seed beating Utah State. Then Arkansas. I know people like this thing. It's a sexy 14 over 3 upset with Colgate. I think it's possible. I think Arkansas does get it done. Razorbacks will make it through. I like Virginia Tech over Florida as another 10-7. I like a lot of the 10s over the 7s this year. And then Ohio State, the number 2 seed moving forward. All right, last one, round of 64 Midwest. Illinois over Drexel. I like Loyola Chicago. Sister Jean, back in the dance. Loyola Chicago is going to get a win over Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, the ACC 20 champs. They played very well over the course of last week after beating Florida State. I still think Loyola Chicago's got some March Madness magic in them. I'll take Tennessee over Oregon State. I'll take Oklahoma State over Liberty. Oklahoma State, I think they were ranked a little bit too low as a 4. I think they could have been a 3 or even a 2 in this field. I'll take San Diego State over Syracuse. I know all my upstate Central New York, Syracuse friends and that are fans are not going to like me for this. I mean, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people, once Syracuse is in, they might, Boeheim, they can get one game in. God, I can't believe they're even in this position. Again, committee loves them. I'm taking them to lose in the first game they play. And then West Virginia on the other side of that one. Another number 10, that was Big Ten. I'll take Rutgers over Clemson. And then Houston brings us to the round of 32. Zags over Oklahoma. Ohio over UC Santa Barbara. Just like 2 years ago that we had a 12 and a 13 last tournament. And this is one that I like. I like Ohio as a 13 seed to make their little Cinderella Sweet 16 run. I'll take Kansas over USC. Iowa over Oregon. Move it down. I'll take Michigan over LSU. Colorado over Florida State, a 5 over a 4. I saw a lot of Florida State in the ACC tournament, even though it was 2 games. A very good team throughout the year. They turn over the ball over way too many times. They give away so many possessions. Colorado is a really good team, and these are 2 teams that lost in the final of their conference tournament. If MSU does end up facing Texas, I think that magic runs out a little bit. Texas, Shaka Smart. This team is very, very good this year. And I'll take Bama over Maryland. We'll go back up to the South. Baylor over Wisconsin. I'll take Winthrop as a 12 over Purdue. I think Purdue at a 4. I think Purdue's a little overrated. I'll be honest with you. I'll take Winthrop. I like Texas Tech over Arkansas. I think that's where we see experience. Chris Beard bring his team to the Sweet 16. I like Ohio State over VTech. Bring it down to the Midwest. Illinois over Loyola Chicago. I will take Oklahoma State over Tennessee. Although, again, I could see Tennessee winning that game as a 5. They're a very good team. I'll take West Virginia over San Diego State, and I'll take Houston over Rutgers. Once we get to the Elite 8, Final 4, this field is very chalk. There are teams that are head over heels better than everyone else on the floor, like Zaga, like Illinois, even a Michigan, even with Livers. We don't know his status throughout the tournament. There are just teams that are way better than others. Sweet 16 time, I'll take Zaga over Ohio. I'll take Iowa over Kansas. I'll take Michigan over Colorado. I'll take Bama over Texas. I'll take Baylor over Winthrop. I'll take Ohio State over Texas Tech. I'll take the Illini over Oklahoma State, and I'll take Houston over West Virginia. Listen, it's a chalk bracket. It's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Final 4, I got Zaga, Bama, Illinois, Ohio State. I think, regardless if I'm wrong with this Final 4, I think that 2 Big Ten teams make the Final 4. So if it's not Ohio State, it might be Michigan out of the East, or if it's not Illinois. I think if it's not Ohio State or Illinois, I think Michigan does get there. I just want to see if Michigan has enough, which I know they do. They have great talent. You don't have your best player in Isaiah Livers. So with that being said, it's a little chalk. It's a 1-2. It's a 1-2. I'll take Illinois and Gonzaga in the national championship on April 5th. I'm sticking Big Ten because I think this is the year that the Big Ten wins a title. It's been 20 years. I'll take Illinois. I'll take the Fighting Illini. 76-72. I'm going. This is all based off my men's tournament challenge off of ESPN. You need that tiebreaker. So you got to pick that final score. It'll be pretty high scoring, 76-72. I think Illinois gets it done. Although, for me, this is whoever you pick, it's a good pick. Zaga could end up the season undefeated, have their national championship, and it'll be good. Gonzaga has shown that they are the best team in the country right now. Although with the WCC, that conference, Gonzaga doesn't have an insane amount of quality wins because that conference is on the weaker end of it. So I'll take Illinois. March Madness is here. Download the March Madness Live app. You're going to be watching basketball all weekend for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm just happy we got to this point. All 68 teams, including those first 4 games on Thursday, everyone's going to play. COVID concerns, everyone was able to isolate, be safe, negative tests, we are good to go. I'm just happy that we are at this point. So good luck to everyone. Hopefully your bracket looks good. We start tomorrow.